Hey everybody, Chief Meteorologist Brad Pandovich here with your Ski Southeast update for the first full week of winter and December. But some bad news first. We know it's going to be warm, right? We're in this warm period right now. I'll show you the bad news first because we'll get right to it here. I'm not sure why that showed up like that. There we go. You can see the pattern over the southern half of the country is above average, and this pattern looks to be locked in place. But it's not all doom and gloom in these setups. You know that's the case, that oftentimes when we get this pattern, it's going to happen. As I mentioned earlier this week, we're going to see these warm spells. The question is, how long does it last? And I do see some glimmer of hopes in this warm spell, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it completely because frankly, it's just a warm pattern. And if you look at the systems heading our way, the best chance for snow and cold is likely going to be this front Sunday night into Monday. As you see it move through the southeast, you'll see there is a little burst of snow there. So this is a little bit of good news, especially up here in parts of West Virginia, into parts of Virginia. Even I think North Carolina mountains might get a little surprise out of this because there is some cold air. Look at the flow of cold air coming out of the backside of this. So this is going to be going into Monday and early next week. So likely some natural snow and probably marginal snowmaking conditions. Even though there could be natural snow, it's not the coldest of air. But if there's going to be a period for man-made snow and natural snow, it's going to be early next week. But then we go later in the week, it looks like a kind of a warmer but wetter system moves in. This comes in on Wednesday. Now we need the rain in the southeast for the drought and the fire danger that we're seeing in the mountains. But it looks like mainly rain, and so does the second system next week, or the third system really, the second late week I should say. On Thursday it looks like mostly rain moving through, and it looks like it's going to probably be not until later next weekend that we see a more substantial system. This looks to be a much bigger cold front that could hopefully get down here and establish a much colder pattern. So we look at the temperatures real quickly, and again, as I'm talking about, this is a pretty mild pattern, but I'll show you that Monday, Tuesday time frame because that's the front right there. You see it coming in Monday morning? There's enough right there. That's not bad. So as warm as this pattern is, it does look like a quick shot of cold and snow there Monday and Tuesday. So I hope the resorts will take full advantage of that small window in that Monday, Tuesday time frame to crank out some snow because it does look like it warms back up, especially ahead of this bigger front, which probably is not going to get here until next weekend. And we can kind of get a preview of this next weekend. You see the big warm up on Sunday morning, but here comes the cold air. So the next several days are going to be defined by a big warm up, little cool down. Big warm up, little cool down. That's kind of the trend. So let's look at the snowfall forecast real quickly, and I'll show you that snow coming in. Again, not a ton. I'm not going to get super excited for a ton of snow there, but it's something. I think at least when you see this kind of southeast ridge setup, that there's at least going to be some intermittent cold blast, one happening early in the week and then probably another one late next week. But the pattern overall for the lower 48 is not real winter-like. We hope the second half of December into January we'll see that pattern flip, but at least in the next 7 to 10 days, it's going to be a lot of warm, a little bit of cold, warm, a little bit of cold, warm. That's kind of the pattern we're stuck in. Have a great weekend. Hit slopes if you can. It looks like some good conditions out there, even with the warming trend that we've seen because of those great snowmakers. And as always, think snow. It's still early in the season. We've got a long ways to go. This pattern will change eventually.